So that brings week 18 of 0 to 50k to an end. Funny enough, in this week's vlog, this is the only clip because I've only filmed once. This is it. So in this vlog, I'm just going to give a take on how the week went for me, how I experienced a bunch of lows in the week, but overall ended on a high. So straight off the bat, let's get into the markets this week. So this week, I opened up Monday with I ended up entering with 5 Express accounts. Each Express account was at a whopping minus 1k balance. So, how did I enter the market with my mindset? In the previous week, I ended up losing $950 on each of the accounts. That consisted of taking 1 win, 1 break even, and 8 losses. Now, understanding those statistics and the fact that I ended the week off of taking 8 losses in total, forget about the other stuff, I understand personally my setup has a proven win rate. Every 65 out of 100 trades are going to win. I understood that in January, I hadn't had the best month due to getting a lot of break-evens and a lot of losses. I understood, though, that my losses for the month were finished. Great price action was about to pronounce itself, and great opportunity was about to present itself. So going into Monday, I had a clear mind. I understood exactly what I needed to do and exactly how to execute on my thoughts. So what happened? A great setup came. We manipulated to the downside into a 30-minute fair value gap. We bounced all the way up to previous week high and then just ranged to the upside even more. I ended up fading the setup that presented itself. I was originally thinking of getting this entry, and that is exactly what I should have done. It was my strategy to the T. It was an incredible risk to reward, 1 to 3. It had no hiccups at all in the trade. I faded it due to discretion. Now, from that decision and from seeing the result that it brought me, being that I was unconfident in my strategy when I understand that it has a proven win rate, I got emotional. So I don't know why on earth this mic wasn't turned on, but hopefully it is now. But anyway, understanding that I have a proven win rate, I shouldn't be as discretionary. But anyway, I ended up taking 1 break-even trade in this range. I ended up shorting the market right here. I ended up shorting the market here. Stop loss at the recent high. TP at this 15-minute fair value gap here. We got edged by 2.5 ticks. 2.5 points, I mean. I ended up longing the market again here. Unfortunately, I got broken even on that trade. Now, having my emotions already brewing from the fact that there was a great setup that presented itself here, and I faded it, entering in on Tuesday, I still understood a win was coming. I was due a win. Great price action was due to be delivered since my strategy worked 65% of the time, and recently it hadn't been working at all. So the statistics needed to balance out, but more so I needed to balance them out. Another incredible setup presented itself here. Not 1 entry did I fade. Not 2 entries did I fade. Not 3 entries did I fade. I faded all the motherfucking entries. I missed this whole buy leg to the upside. You know what that did? That stacked up my emotions even more. On Monday, I had a great opportunity to get myself out of drawdown on 5 Express accounts. I completely threw that in the water, never to be seen again. But that opportunity did present itself again on Tuesday. I ended up missing it due to discretion, or the real reason is just unconfidence in myself and a reliability on being right. So after that annoying turn of events, I ended up just completely blowing every single account within this range. Was it a good thing to do? No. Was I already on about a 6-trade losing streak? Yes. I mean, odds were against me. I was reliant on winning every single trade that I was about to take because I was just at that emotional standpoint where I was about to fall off the cliff, man. So, unfortunately, I mean, the easiest way of saying it was I got annoyed at the markets and I ended up blowing my accounts within that range. So, me being me, understanding that I know how to trade, I just got lost in the moment. I ended up getting 5 more combines. I got 5 more combines on Tuesday afternoon, literally straight after I blew the accounts. I ended up trading down there, got max profit on the day. I only needed $1,500 more to pass the accounts now. I literally just wait till market opens on Wednesday. I end up popping on silver and I pass the accounts within the morning. So on Tuesday at 4 p.m, I lost 5 accounts, and on Wednesday at 3 p.m, I was back in the exact same position, if not better, because I had 5 fresh express accounts without any drawdown. So opening up Wednesday with the anticipation of possibly trading FOMC, I didn't trade FOMC because it looked absolute horse shit. Thursday comes along. What was Thursday doing actually? Something weird was going on Thursday, so I didn't decide to trade that. Then Friday came along and yeah, man. Sorry. Thursday had this massive collapse. Price shot down 600 ticks from 9 to 10 p.m. I ended up trading in the internal range here. Was it an avoidable loss on these fresh accounts? Extremely, but I was confident with that. Come on, Herbie. Fucking just... So, on Thursday, having 5 fresh express accounts, I ended up just forgetting about trading this range because it was just too volatile. And I waited for the PM session. I was looking for a nice little continuation lower. We had all of this built up sell side liquidity. Unfortunately, I took a loss there. It was only for $217. Like, I followed my risk plan. I was confident. And the main thing, or the main point that I wanted to crack on these fresh express accounts that I'm on, is just being confident with every single motherfucking trade I enter. Not giving a shit about whether the trade could be wrong or my judgment could be wrong. Not giving a shit about discretion 80% of the time. Obviously, you can use discretion to your advantage, but in my case, from the start of the week on Monday and Tuesday, I completely fucked myself due to fading possible setups. So anyway, Friday now comes along. We're down $200 on each account, and yeah, exquisite price action presented itself, or exquisite draws on liquidity presented itself. Price retraced into a 4-hour fair value gap up on Thursday afternoon. It then dipped. I was looking for a nice little continuation lower on Friday, since on Friday in New York session, because I hope this isn't too complicated. Anyway, we had a bunch of low resistance liquidity resting there, a bunch of low resistance liquidity resting here. So we've got our internal draws aligned with our external draws. Everything was aligned for sell side liquidity to get sought out. I enter in one trade here, I layer in, I reduce risk, I get stopped out. I enter in again, I layer in, I reduce risk, I get stopped out. I mean, it's like, it got to the point where I was just so fucking annoyed with the fact that I'd ended up over-risking on both of these trades. By the second trade ending, I had a balance of minus $1,450. I had $550 to play with in these accounts. So, understanding that price was just bollocking around, creating even more sell-side liquidity throughout this whole range, I ended up entering a short position. It was a make or break for the account. I made everything back and even more. I had a total loss of $1,450 within these 3 trades. It looks like 5, but it's because I positioned in. So trade number 1 here, trade number 2 here, trade number 3 here, trade number 4 here. So we ended up getting a nice little short here, make or break for each account. And yeah, we've ended up the week on a total P&L of $1,800. So, yeah, man, that's how the trading week's gone. I mean, was it good for me? No. But did it end on a high? Yes. Did it set me up well for February? Yes. And here we are, man. I am ready to go. I'm ready to stick to the rules that I know I need to follow. I'm ready to just watch these profits come in, but more so me just putting in the effort and the consistency and the just sacrificing the present moment for my future wants. Because at the end of the day, if you can't get with sticking with, if you can't get with persistently putting in the inputs, you won't get the outputs at all. So honestly, with me being at home, my parents don't have a good relationship. My sister's autistic, my brother's got ADHD, my house is a complete fucking mess. I literally can't get fuck all done with anyone here because it's just shouting the whole time. But anyway, yeah, I'm not in the mood anymore to carry on this vlog. I'm not in the mood to flipping carry on talking. Everyone's shouting in the background, can't get my thoughts straight. So thank you for watching this vlog, and trust me, next week will be a lot better because I'll actually decide to pick up the camera for once. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.